This weekend we are spending the weekend, holiday weekend, at Delaware Seashore State Park between Rehoboth and Ocean City, Maryland. So there's two different campgrounds, one on the north side of the inlet, one on the south side of the inlet. North side's is where we're staying. It's got a little bit bigger sites than the south side, but easy access to the inlet for fishing, easy access to the beach, which you can see behind us. And we'll take you along. We'll be visiting the town called Millwood or Milford, one of the two. I'm not sure which one it is. Obviously, we'll be in and out of Ocean City and Rehoboth. The pups, both Bugsy and Herbie, love the beach. We come every year, but this is the first time for us at this campground. What do you got to say?
I'm excited to check out this campground, and
right now it's a chilly, cool, windy day, but we're not supposed to have any rain in the forecast from now through the weekend. So, all good stuff. Like and subscribe. Leave some comments below. If you've been to Delaware Seashore State Park, 2 weeks ago we were at Delaware in Lum's Pond State Park. First time here. If you've ever been here, let us know. If you visit Ocean City, Rehoboth, Lewis, what else is down that way? The beach towns up and down the eastern seaboard. So let us know your favorite places. The Delaware Seashore State Park is made up of basically two different campgrounds. One on the north side of the inlet, one on the south side of the inlet, with obviously the inlet of Indian River separating the two. You cannot get from one to the other without crossing over the Memorial Bridge that goes over top of the inlet, so you gotta get out on the main highway. As you'll see in this video, you'll see where we're on the north side, where the sites are much more open, more big rig friendly. South side are more readily available, but they are also much tighter. So you can get, you'll see in here that you can get some A's in there, you can get fifth wheels in there, but it's going to be extremely tight, and you're going to have to disconnect if you have a fifth wheel and park someplace else.
I would say if you are in a Class A or a fifth wheel or even a bigger Class C, I would probably not recommend staying
on the south side.
on the south side. Just because you just don't have as much room on your, campsite.
Looks like the parking spots, they are all paved. I thought there were some that were gravel, but it looks like they're about 38 foot, maybe 40 foot. But if you have a tow vehicle for a fifth wheel, or you're pulling a tow vehicle, you're not going to have any space. You're going to have to park it someplace else, which there's that extra parking, but you have to park it someplace else and come back to your rig. It's tight. Now you get an end spot like this travel trailer here, they got parking because of the being on the end spot, but other than that, it's pretty tight. But hey, again, it's state park. It's got full hookups, and you're at the beach, and it's relatively inexpensive. So there's a lot going for it. Just tight for small or bigger rigs. That's all.
Yeah, it's nice to stay on the south side if you have a smaller camper.
More amenities over here. You got 2 restaurants. They're over there. You got 2 restaurants there. There's supposed to be a raw bar here someplace. I'm assuming it's also in there, but I don't know that. Come on, bub. Pets are permitted May 1st, September 30th, are prohibited. So this is the inlet. You'll see the on the other side of the bridge there, you can see the north campground. South side's protected by these dunes here. This is the inlet that connects the Atlantic Ocean out here to Indian River. So a lot of people will know this area as Indian River Inlet, but if you're looking up online, it's going to be Delaware Seashore State Park. One thing with the inlet, you'll get a lot of fishermen down here. So if you're a fisherman, you might want to come to this area. As the tide moves in and moves out, this water in the inlet moves quickly. So you get a lot of boats down here. You can watch how the tide's moving, and they struggle a lot to get in against the tide going out in the evening. Right now, the tide's moving in, and you can see here. So I can zoom in a little bit. Guess not with this camera, but you can see it's pretty rough right there where the inlet meets the ocean. So, but it gets really rough this time of the day as it's coming in. The tide's coming in. Going back out, it's just the opposite. It'll push you out into the Atlantic, and I imagine you'll end up in England or Ireland if you hang out long enough.
Hey guys, so we're just checking in here from Delaware. We are staying at the Delaware Seashore State Park, and basically it's a nice campground, but basically you're going to want to have a vehicle to run around in because there's really not a whole lot at the campground, but there's a lot to do in the area itself. So, you know, the beaches, there's lots of little towns to shop and eat. but nothing really to do at the campground unless you, want to fish. There's plenty of opportunities to find a place to fish.
Beach is, I don't know, 200 yards away.
Yeah, beach is only a couple hundred yards away. We are kind of between the bay and the beach, so it's a nice location, just not a whole lot at the campground. But if you're just looking to get away to relax, then it's a good spot. So we're going to go to Rehoboth and check out the boardwalk and see what kind of shops they have and restaurants, and we'll take you along.
Decided to go up to, where are we going? Rehoboth Beach. I don't know, 6-8 miles away. Little boardwalk up there, and some shops, some restaurants, and looks like everybody else decided to go that way because I'm sitting here in traffic right now. But tell everybody about what's going on.
So we just spent the afternoon at the beach, and it was a little too windy to be there too long, so we took the pups back to the camper to take a nap, and we're going to go check out Rehoboth, downtown Rehoboth, and maybe get a bite to eat and check out the shops there before heading back to the camper. this is the bait and tackle shop, and there's a fish cleaning station. Looks like this opens in May. Ice.
What'd you get for dinner?
We got some cheesesteaks from apparently the best cheesesteaks in town.
We're in Dewey Beach.
Dewey Beach.
Nick's Philadelphia cheesesteaks and subs.
Yep.
Typically wouldn't eat anything named Philadelphia, but it's close and it's supposed to be good.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
And we got wings from Wings to Go. Go back to RV or the camper. See if it's any good. Say hi to Bugsy. Hey, Bub.
Bugsy, we got you some chicky.
Want some chicken wings?
Want some chicky? Not chicken wings. We got you some chicken tenders.
Want to get mooch?
Can I get mooch? Here.
Can I get mooch? Bangers in Millsboro. So if you're looking for something for a treat for your pups, this is the place to go. They support the camping community. You see them at camping shows. They got some stuff here specifically for campers, and they are in stores nationwide pretty much, huh? Yeah, okay, good deal.
He just walk in circles around you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that.
Sorry about that.
Really appreciate if you take the time to like, subscribe, comment. We'll answer any questions you might have. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps out the channel a lot. We'll continue to bring you more content as we make our way through the spring, summer, into the fall. So stay tuned.
Which way are we going?
Wherever you want to go. There's not a whole lot of places to ride your bike here at Delaware Seashore State Park. You're basically just going to have to ride up and down the aisles for the campground. I'd say there's 6 or 7 roads, but they're not very big. You get out on the main road and go back towards the bay. There's a marina back there. There's a restaurant, a few other things, but it's a little different because of the being a state park, right? So most state parks are going to have hiking and biking trails. This state park is primarily just here because of proximity to the Atlantic Ocean and Indian River Inlet. Outside of that, they got the beach, and there's also the beach. And then the last thing that's probably what draws everybody to either the North Inlet or South Inlet campgrounds is the beach. And that's about it. There's not a whole lot for kids to do. There's a lot of fishing, the beach, and that's it.
That's a wrap for Delaware Seashore State Park. Pretty nice weekend. Nice weather, a little chilly, a little breezy, but for a nice getaway relatively close to home, we'll be back. So we're going to head on home and head back to Central PA.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, ciao.